Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your libertarian car guy, and I'm trying to back up as much as I can to get this 2020 Sequoia in the frame, but it's kind of difficult because it's such a big, handsome lug. The one they sent me here is decked out in this really cool, almost matte green, quasi-military looking finish with the TRD Pro package, which gets you Fox shocks, about 10 inches of ground clearance, different sway bars, and some other really cool touches, including, if you look at these running boards, what they did was they coated it in the same kind of asphalty material that they use for bed liners. So it's got a real good grip to it, non-slip surface. That's pretty cool. Over here, too, in the front, you'll get these really cool, rigid projector beam driving lights that are built into the lower part of the grille. But the really cool thing about the Sequoia is that not much has changed since about 2007, 2008, which was the last time Toyota did any kind of a significant major mechanical update to this vehicle. So again, it's a way to avoid some of the new and improved by getting things that don't need to be improved. For example, the standard 5.7 liter, 381 horsepower V8 that is not direct injected, and looky here, you can actually see it. You can get to stuff. They put a minimal plastic cover over the intake, but the cam covers, this is a dual overhead cam engine, are right here and accessible. You can get to the coil on plug ignition if you need to. You can get to most of the other things if you need to as well. And really nice to point out that in addition to being a big V8 without direct injection, it's not turbocharged. It's not a V6. No offense meant to Ford, which decided to pull the V8 entirely out of the Expedition, which now comes only with a twin-turbo V6. And yes, I know it's stout, and yes, I know it pulls a lot, but I think in a truck and a big burly SUV, there's just something about a V8. There's certainly something about long-term durability, simplicity, fewer parts, less things to break, less things to worry about. Speaking of that, the Sequoia also comes with a 6-speed automatic transmission, not an 8-speed or a 10-speed transmission, as you'll find in some of the new and improved stuff. It also has, working my way around here, it's so big it's almost a workout to walk around this thing, but that's a virtue in my book. Has a pretty straightforward interior here without a lot of over-the-top gimmicky gobbledygook. Most of the control surfaces on this vehicle are still mechanical, like these knobs for the climate control system. Even the radio still has a nice little knob up there to adjust your volume and then to tune it, and you've got secondary controls right here on the steering wheel. So you don't have to tap and scroll through all of these menus and apps and whatnot that a lot of the new and improved stuff comes with. Toyota did include a new touchscreen and has included the latest Entune version of its suite of apps, but they're not as integral to the operation of the vehicle as in some of the new and improved stuff. And in my book, that is A-okay. I'm going to back up here to the extent that I can to give you the wide-angle view of this glorious big hunka green love. At any rate, I will have more up at epautos.com, the web's best libertarian gearhead site, where you'll also find Diaper Descent, which has become a hobby horse of mine, as I think that ultimately at the end of the day, everything that we care about, from cars to liberty to mobility, will depend on whether we can beat back the sickness, psychosis, and all the symbols of it, including the face diaper that have been creeping up all around us for the past couple of months. Anyway, thanks as always for viewing, thanks as always for reading the articles and supporting the site, and we'll catch up with you again soon.